Hi guys, welcome back to the studio. Today I'm shaking things up and making a fun Valentine shaker card using some new products that I picked up at Joann's and Michael's. Let's get into it right now. All right, these are the products that I've picked up over the weekend. I got the Hero Arts Love Stamp and Cut. I found the Infinity Heart dies from Hero Arts. I also picked up these fun little embellishments for shaker cards at Michael's. They're Valentine's Day glitter pellets. Okay, whatever that means. They're clay. They're the clay embellishments. They're by Recollections. And then I picked up this Valentine pad from Joann's that had a lot of fun Valentine themed products. It's 6x8. I paid actually $4 for this because everything was 40% off. So I'm going to actually start off. We're going to start by cutting our windows for our shaker card. So we need our heart dies, our Infinity Hearts. And I will tell you, if you want these to line up perfectly, you might want to switch and get something else, a different shape, because these do not create the best frame in the world, and you are going to need a frame. So, all right, I'm going to actually cut out my window first, and this is just window sheet. You could use packaging if you had some clear packaging. And I'm going to run that through the Platinum 6. All right, I'm going to take that same heart, and then I'm going to go down a size, and I'm going to take that heart, and I'm going to actually stack them together to make my frame. And I'm going to line them up as best I can. You can see how with this heart, because of the shape, how they do not make great frames. The top and the bottom are going to be skinnier. Whereas with a circle or a square, it makes it a lot easier. I'm going to actually hold this one down. And then I'll line this up the same distance around. And then I can take that into place. And then I'll run that through. Put that away. Here's our outside of our frame. We're going to actually use this for the inside of our card, or inside of our shaker, I should say. All right, before I keep going, I have another piece of that same colored cardstock. I've actually cut out two of the sentiments with that. We're going to do a little ink blending first. So I'm going to pull in my little mat. This is the smallest of, or the old small rubber file grip mats. I don't think they have, I'm pretty sure they don't have this anymore. But I'm just going to take some Cranberry ink from Hero Arts, and I'm going to come up and add a little ink blending from the base of that heart up, and let it fade into that pink. Just like so. And it will even out as it dries. So I'm just going to ink blend that. And I'm actually going to do this as well, because for some of that sentiment, I want it to have an ombre effect as well. I'm just going to load up that brush, start from the bottom, and work my way up. And actually, it's not even going to matter if it's kind of splotchy, because of how we're cutting it out. So I'm just going to keep going right here, blend that together. This will cut out in a little bit. So I'll go ahead and clean up my mat, Go ahead and start working on my card. I picked the lighter pink pattern with the foiled hearts on it. I'm going to attach this to the card front. And I'm actually cut it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because it's going to fit on the entire front side of our card. So we're just going to line that up in the 4 corners. And then we'll go ahead and attach this. This is just a scrap piece that was left. I cut it down to 1 inch by 5 1/2 so I could decorate the inside of my card. I'm going to line that along the edge. Anything hanging off of that bottom, I will cut off. Okay, now this I'm going to attach to my card front, right in the center. Okay, now I'm going to start putting my heart and the window together. So I'm going to use some 1/8 inch score tape for that. I'm just going to line that back. Up. And I did find, and it's maybe just me, maybe I just didn't line it up right. I had to trim off my window just a little, which was no big deal. Remember, when you're making a shaker card, no matter if it's a shaped shaker or what floating shaker, make sure everything is sealed completely. So we're gonna put this on there. Then we'll do that other side. Now you could use liquid glue if you wanted to. I like to use the score tape for this because I can kind of move it around the shape I want. There we go. And make sure everything is inside of our window. All right, I'll go ahead and pull backings off. Anything overlapping or sticking out, I'm trying to push back in. Those out of the way, into the trash. Now we're gonna line this up together. To be super careful. There we go. Now you're going to need some adhesive strips like these from scrapbook.com. These are the 1/8 inch strips, so they're 2 millimeters. They also have a 1 millimeter and a 3 millimeter. That's the 3 millimeter, which is the one I'm going to use today. So I'm going to take and line this up, trying to stay behind my frame. If you go ahead and peel your backing off, you can get everything lined up or move around more easily. Because it makes it a little bit more pliable. trying to just go around that outside edge as best I can. Now, here we're going to join, and we have that joint there at the top. I made sure that they were super close together. So nothing will come shaking out. Okay. Now you could treat the inside edge with anti-static powder to help your shaking elements stay in a little better. It's going to come around the edge with my microfiber cloth and get some static up in there. Make sure everything is lined up. All right, now I'm going to take my shaker bits, pour some on there. I want to make sure everything is contained inside this heart, because we are going to take our frame and we're going to lay it right over top of that. Line it up. There's our shaker element. All right, now I'm going to take and we're going to finish off the rest of our card. We're going to take and die cut the love here from this piece of cardstock we worked on. And then we will stamp our sentiment, and we're going to do a little heat embossing as well. Take our little pokey tool. Pop this out. Like I said, I did go ahead and die cut 2 more, and I stacked them together. So I'm going to add liquid glue behind this one, and I'll stack this on top of it. And then I'm going to work on my heat emboss sentiment. All right, I got a piece of black cardstock I'm going to prep with my cottontail powder tool. Pop that in. And then this set has a few different sub-sentiments. It has the love, and it has sending you. All you need is XOXO, you and me, you are more. You are so much. Happy Valentine's Day. You and the little images there. This time I'm going to do just Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm going to stamp that in unicorn white pigment ink from Hero Arts. Scrap piece of white. Detailed embossing powder. All right, as soon as that cools, we'll cut him down. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and add our sentiment. And I'm just going to center the love in between the point of the heart there with the, in the center of the swoop of the V and the O. And then we will trim this down. This time I'm going to attach this right along our shaker. Go. I'm going to finish that off by sprinkling on a few of our clay hearts on the outside. All right, here's a look at the card. Shake it around. Here is a look at the other version that I made using the same supplies. So I hope that you give the shaker card a try, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you like this one, you're probably gonna like the one coming up next, and I will see you there.